Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce ourselves. My name is Lola Vianda. I am from UIN Sunan Gunung Jati, Bandung, majoring in law and class 1B. Here, I will read the text of the third unit. The entitled is Marriage Law Reforms. Marriage law reforms. Major portions of the statutory personal laws enacted in the various Muslim countries represent a mere codification of the established law or, at best, unifications of hitherto divergent legal principles. There is, however, no reason to deny the fact that certain provisions in these laws have introduced significant reforms in the traditional law. The principal reforms so introduced in one country or another relate to: A. Marriage age for men and women and difference of age between parties to marriage. B. Role of marriage guardians in the fixations and solemnizations of marriage. C. Registrations and documentations of marriage. D. Monetary aspects of marriage, dowry, and expense. E. Polygamy and rights of co-wives. F. Maintenance of wife, family, and matrimonial home during the subsistence of marriage. G. Unilateral divorce, rights of parties to marriage and grounds for judicial divorce. H. Post-divorce reliefs for the parties, especially for women. I. Periods of gestation and its implications. J. Parents' rights relating to custody and guardianships of children, especially for mothers. K. Inheritance rights of certain close relatives, surviving spouse, daughters, brothers, sisters, grandfathers, and descendants of predeceased children. L. Choices of legatee, especially theirs, eligibility to receive a bequest, and M. Validity, tenure, and management of family, WAKFS. Reform in these areas have been effective. Different reforms in different countries, either under the provisions of comprehensive codes or laws of personal status or family rights, or by way of sporadic legislation. The source materials for all the aforesaid reforms have been located by the jurists and the legislators of the Muslim world in the depth, divergence, flexibility, and richness of the legal principles within the vast framework of the Sharia. It is nobody's case in Muslim states, including Turkey, that personal laws has been codified and reformed merely to modernize or westernize the law. Nor have their architects, advocates, and exponents ever quoted any wholly un-Islamic source for any of these reforms. The motives behind and the object of all this legislative activity have been as told by the reforms. The need to systematize personal law on the pattern of other laws since codified. The desire to benefit from lesser known and hitherto neglected principles and juristic opinions within the fold of the Sharia, the will check misinterpretation, misapplication, and growing misuse of the Sharia law, of which there were greater chance and possibility in its uncodified state. The police of nationalizing and truly Islamizing the law, and the urge to rebuild the society in conformity with the original and unadulterated socio-legal principles of Islam. In several countries, the ulama have approved or have been closely associated with the reforms affected. At the same time, some of the reforms in some countries have been opposed and criticized by certain sections of religious leaders and scholars. This has happened in Iraq, Indonesia, Pakistan, Tunisia, and South Yemen and Turkey. On some occasions, repealed or modified main source Tahir Mahmud 1187 Personal Law in Islamic Countries, History, Text and Comparative Analysis, Academy of Law and Religion, New Delhi, pp. 11-13. Thank you for watching this video. Sorry if there are a mistake in reading the text. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.